You can see forever in all directions. If only you look, she said. You can see forever in all directions. You can see
We escaped the heat and the pollution of the flatlands and climbed nearly 2,000 metres up into the mountains. But these aren't just any old mountains, these are the Himalayas. And this isn't just any old town, this is the home of the exiled Dalai Lama.
Can
you tell me what the play was about?
The play was about the reality of what the Chinese do to the Tibetans.
What can people do if people watch this and they find out what is happening in Tibet? What can people do to help?
Tell your friends and about Tibet, and you can just try to build up a popularity for the Tibetans that it's not doing good. The Chinese are not doing good with the Tibetans.
We've climbed 2,000 metres up into the Himalayas and then another 3 floors up to get our bikes up to our hotel room. It's quite stunning here. We've got our own balcony, we've got views of the mountains. They've put bars on our windows. Who on earth is going to be able to climb up 3 floors to steal stuff from our room?
At last we've got our panniers so we can actually leave this hotel and cycle across India. Reflective strips so the cars can see you at night. These were falling apart. The seam was coming undone, water was getting in, dust was getting in, and luckily we found someone in Amritsar that he was able to stitch this all up for us and repair it. But we've still had to use a plastic bag inside because it's still not waterproof. And you know, we've got 4,000 kilometres through Australia to cycle before we finish this trip, so we really need to get some new ones.
The traffic's getting heavier, the roads are getting bigger, the sky's going browner. It can only mean one thing. We're approaching Delhi, one of the most polluted cities in the world. Vehicles in this city produce over 1,000 tonnes of air pollutants every day, and over a third of the residents suffer from breathing difficulties. The government's tried to compensate for all this pollution by shutting down some of the worst factories, and the result's been 2 days of rioting this week, leaving 3 people dead. So who knows what we're going to face when we get there.
It's funny because I usually feel really fit and healthy cycling, but after only 5 days in the capital, I feel rough. My back's really sore, my joints are really achy, and like I said, I've had, you know, really sore nose and sore throat and earache, and Kev and I are just hanging to get out of the city and back into some remotely clean air.
Well, we've made it right into the centre of Delhi, and we're going to chance our lives on our bicycles and go and check out a couple of the sites and interview somebody who's trying to stop so many people dying each day in this town. Lots of traffic. So Geetan, tell me about this amazing model.
First step is to actually reorganize your road cross-section in such a way that you can have an exclusive, call it a non-motorized lane or bicycle lane. Non-motorized because, as I showed you earlier, that we do have rickshaws also. Safety has not been understood that well at all. But pollution has become a major concern here. In fact, all our transport policies in Delhi are being governed by pollution reduction strategies.
Can you tell us what you think about our crazy journey?
I think it is not crazy at all. I think it's going to be very useful, not only for masses at large or public, but also for researchers and actually people who are investing time in understanding physical infrastructure and environment, which is required to promote cycling.
Well, this is the Taj Mahal, one of the world's greatest monuments to love. Good news is that this area is clean, the air is clean. This is so different to Delhi. The reason is that they've banned new industry within a 10,000 square kilometre area around this building. And they've actually banned cars from coming around here as well, and planted a new forest to try and soak up some of the pollution. So tourism can have some good effects because this place was falling down with all the pollution. It's not happening so much anymore. The bad news is they now charge 1,500 rupees to come in here. That's about 4 times our daily budget. So this is one of the few tourist places we're going to in India. Enjoy.
I've never been able to sit in an office from day to day and not want to be out there, not want to be outside in this incredible world, finding out more about what's going on around the world.
This is the time of day I look forward to the most. During the 2 months we've spent in this magical country, I've become completely addicted to Indian sweets. I'll show you. And firstly, I'd like some of them. They look really beautiful. Yum.
So you happy?
Yeah. Who needs lunch when you got sweets? Oh, don't worry about the bag. It's okay. Just the box. There are too many bags in the street already. Thank you. Now, don't be alarmed by the silver on the sweet. It's edible. Here goes. Yum.
So is it horrible?
No, it's wonderful. Bye, I'm off to lunch.
You can see